Welcome to Wake Up West Palm, where we talk all things downtown West Palm Beach, and you get to meet some of the incredible people and businesses in our beautiful community. Today, we are at Blue Mountain Coffee House with founder Allison Boettcher. Thanks so much for having us.
Hi, thank you for being here.
So we want to start with you. Tell us a little bit about your background and what inspired you to start this beautiful coffee house.
My background is in economics and finance with a specialization in mergers and acquisition. Of course, coffee lies very deep to me. That's like heritage because of my great-grandparents' estate in Jamaica. So right now it's like combining heritage with discipline.
Oh, yeah, that's like a very big difference from mergers and acquisitions to opening up a coffee house. Inspired by, I know you spent a lot of time at your grandparents' estate in Jamaica. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, there it was just pure family. And I think that's the core essence of what I try to bring across here, even in my concept. I love the fact that when someone comes in, they feel that purity. They step into like a living room setting. And I enjoy that because that's what grandma taught us. Really, at the core of everything, the purpose of life is really having love and happiness around you.
Oh, and what better way to share love than
with a cup of coffee?
With a cup of coffee and delicious food. So tell us about your coffee. It's very unique, and you said it was hard to find. So what is the difference between Blue Mountain coffee?
I wouldn't say it's hard to find. It's very rare indeed. Well, synonymous, exactly. It's a very rare coffee. It's the only coffee worldwide that has zero bitterness. It's one of the most expensive coffees worldwide. Everybody knows the Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee. So it's not really a company. It's a region in Jamaica, which is volcanic. It has volcanic soil, very high in altitude, I believe the highest mountain in the Caribbean. And just so unique that the coffee that's grown there is phenomenal. It is incomparable.
Ooh, so if we did a blind taste test with 5 different other brands, what would we notice immediately when tasting Blue Mountain coffee?
The balance. It is so pure. It has one thing you will notice with the Blue Mountain coffee, it doesn't bite. It doesn't have that bitterness like the other coffees do. And that's one of the main features of the Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee. Now, there are many other elements to it, of course, the smoothness, that chocolate taste, the floral notes, just like my dress here. But yes, it's very unique. They've taken it to many areas in the world. They have tried to replicate it, but nothing comes as close as it is when grown in its natural habitat.
So why coffee? Like, why start a coffee business of all the businesses you could have started?
Truth be told, I had literally a dream. And it sounds so cliche, but it is the truth. I had a dream one day, and it clearly outlined that this is what I should be doing. So I've always taken that faith with me in opening the business. So just around 2 months before COVID, that's when I opened. And that's when even my faith was challenged. I was like, God, why? How could this be? And I just had that reassurance, that feeling, have no fear. And look, 6 years later, I'm still here.
Wow. Wow. Opening right before COVID. What was that experience like?
Oh, my goodness. I think for everyone, it was a test of time. It was definitely one that challenged your patience, your sanity to a great extent. No one knew what was to come. That fear was in everyone. And I basically used my financial acumen, but that alone does not save you in a time as what, COVID threw us in. So faith, your financial acumen, everything you can imagine was really what I pulled up on to ensure that I was not derailed from my concept.
Obviously, you've done lots of things right. You're still here. You're still thriving. So what makes Blue Mountain Coffee House so unique?
Many things. I think the warmth, most of all, the love that we give our customers when they come in, that uniqueness. You will notice we have no electrical gadgets here. I want when they come in that it really puts them back in that element to reinforce the value of family, calmness, uniqueness, and again, that really countless and costless element of love. That's what it is.
Well, you attract you have lots of regulars that come in. You also attract some celebrities that have come in and you've gotten to talk to and dined with. So who's come in these doors?
So many that I won't mention their names. You have to visit my website to see that, or Facebook. But we've had several dignitaries here, actresses, actors, families, just everyone, because don't forget, we're all, in our own space, unique. And so, yes, that's all I can say.
So there's your little plug to go check out the website, see what you have to offer. You offer much more than just coffee.
Yes.
You have a menu. So who decides what goes on the menu? What are some of your signature dishes?
I do. And because everyone has a limited budget, and not because I have a business, the risk is even more. And so I decided to mirror my menu based on my own taste and experience. I've traveled the world. And so I limit it to that and what I could cook just in case I don't have help. So my German pancakes, my blueberry pancakes that I love, Eggs Benedict is one of our special, items on the menu. Love it so much. And so many people come here just for that, combined with the coffee, of course. Ooh. Yeah.
So coming to a coffee house the coffee's always better, right? So what are we doing wrong at home? What does it actually take to make a really good cup of coffee?
Well, when I opened this business, this is a little secret, and I have no shame in admitting that. I didn't even know how to make coffee. From a commercial point of view, I hired someone because it's like, look at these big machines. And so you analyze it, again, coming back to my discipline, you realize that precision is key and several other variables. It's not that we're doing anything wrong, but when compared to what you get at a coffee shop, there's so much science that has been put in place or implemented to give you that perfect taste. One, the quality of the beans, that's very important. The grinding of it in itself, timing of the machine, the pressure with the water, all those things, very important to making that perfect cup of Blue Mountain coffee.
So you've lived in Jamaica, Germany, you've traveled across Europe. Yeah. How is coffee experienced differently there, and just living in general?
That's so true. That's a lovely question. In Europe, it's more a ritual. It's relaxation. It's coming together, connecting on a family level, which is very similar to Jamaica or the Caribbean. In the US, it's more fast-paced. I need my cup of coffee to wake me up. And so that comparison, and you can see it's like day and night. But I think they're getting to that point because when I have my customers, I see them close their eyes. And in that moment, I know it's that euphoric moment where they say, oh my God, this is beautiful. And it's just, yeah.
Yeah, you get to help them relax and calm down. Mm-hmm. Just
no stress. Just enjoy life.
And I love that this is a place where you can come and just relax, just have that calm energy. Allow yourself to just, take a moment and breathe.
Yes, that's what we do here. And again, that's a part of the concept, which I mentioned before. That's why we don't have a television here. We have very subtle jazz playing in the background. It mirrors my experience, who I am, the concept, because I think it has to be evoked from oneself. And that is what I try to project and to stay authentically true to myself.
Well, you've lived all over and you chose downtown West Palm Beach to open your business. So tell us why. What do you love about doing business here?
I like to say that downtown West Palm chose me because when I came back from Germany, I was not familiar with West Palm, but it kept on coming up in the feed when I was searching for a location. And I said, oh, that's too far because remember, I still live in Broward, which I wanted to change, but COVID happened. So that shows me, because when I came, I was like, wow, this is beautiful. It's so eclectic. I love the diversity. I love the energy. And West Palm Beach is evolving at such a beautiful yet rapid pace. And it's also highly diversified. It's everyone here. It's beautiful.
Oh,
And so I'm glad to be a part of the change.
so how do you want to contribute to the change in downtown?
Offering authentic coffee, with the growth, I think there's more global customers or a global level of clientele coming to West Palm, and they're looking for what we offer. High level of coffee, the world's best coffee. I have to be partial, guys, because it is the world's best coffee. Don't forget the Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee. And that's what they're looking for. So instead of having them compromise that quality, they can get it right here. So that's what I contribute.
So when you're out here working, where else do you like to enjoy going in downtown West Palm?
I would rather you say, where else do I like going? Like to my bed. But I'm exhausted then. But I like just hanging out with a couple of my close friends on the beach. I really love the beach on Palm Beach. I also like Harry's, my little friend. Yeah, so basically that. But I don't get coffee anywhere else, obviously.
Obviously. So talk about some of your regulars. We have such a beautiful community in downtown. Like you said, very diverse. And obviously you have people that will support you always and they come in. Share with us a little bit about who comes in and what you really appreciate about those regulars.
I love them. I want to say thank you. If they're seeing this, this is for you. They enabled me to grow. They enabled me to see the weaknesses, my strengths, to correct different areas. And I think that in itself is what mankind should be like. And that's what they gave to me. So I'm not going to say Tom, Jerry, I'm not going to call names, but they know who they are. And they have done a phenomenal job in ensuring that I'm still here. Yeah.
What do you wish more people knew about running a business downtown?
Not only downtown, but I think it's very important to have that discipline. A lot of people, they want to get into business because they think it's fast money, quick success. But I tell you, when I compare it to corporate, this is the toughest phase of my life. I don't even have time to do makeup, and which I have a little bit on now. Thank you. Well, you do too. But yes, it is one of the toughest things. I raise my cap to all the entrepreneurs down there, specifically West Palm, because it's highly seasonal. I see the commitment, the love, the drive. Everyone stays, and we are a community. Sometimes you have people come in here, how is it for you? Because suddenly after April, everything goes pretty dead here. And we motivate each other. We find different ways to attract local customers. And having that in itself is essential to surviving.
And that's what's so beautiful about the organizations we have, like the Downtown Development Authority, that is here to drive business like throughout the entire year.
Yes, I think that's very important, the role that you guys play. You have the Coffee Fest. Don't forget that. That is so beautiful. It's cute.
So what is your dream for Blue Mountain Coffee House over the next 5 years?
I definitely want to expand. So if anyone's out there, I'm looking for investors, of course, who share my dream. I am not intending to be on every corner of the street because a Blue Mountain would not be on every corner. It's a luxury product, and I want everyone to be able to taste what real coffee is. I'm also focusing on our growth or strategically in the airport. So we are going to be in the Palm Beach International Airport. I'm also at Joseph Classic Market. Love you, Joe. Thank you for everything. And that's really what I want to do. A slow pace, not too fast in growth, really strategic, but ensuring that the growth is sustainable.
I love your gratitude for everyone that's helped you along the way. Just everyone that you're giving shout outs to. It's really beautiful. It's like you said, having a business is challenging. And so to have the partnerships and the people in your life to help not only lift you up, but support you is so important.
Thank you. Really, it's important. Gratitude is important, period.
Period. Correct. All right. Awesome. Well, what's your favorite coffee? Like, how do you take your coffee? Because you offer it's coffee. You have lattes. you have all the different types of coffee. What's your? How do you take it?
Again, the Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee. It's really the bean. So a lot of people they think I use something else, but it's only that consistent level of using the Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee. It can be found in every drink that I make. It depends on the intensity. The cappuccino is the strongest, that's in its purest form. But I like the classic brew because then I add whatever I want and it's just so phenomenal.
Simplicity.
Yeah.
I love it. Gratitude, simplicity.
I like you.
Well, Allison, thank you so much for joining us today. Is there anything else that we need to know about Blue Mountain Coffee House before we go that you want to make sure the audience knows?
Well, so many things, but I think we said a lot. But the bottom line is I would love to use this opportunity just again to say thank you to everyone that has supported us and continue supporting us. We are looking for new customers, of course, because new customers bring growth. And so please come on down, get a cup of coffee. That way you know what real coffee tastes like.
Ooh. I love it. Allison, you are awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here in downtown West Palm Beach. Thank you all so much for watching. We so appreciate you, and we will see you next time.
This show is brought to you by West Palm Beach Downtown Development Authority.